Season 3 for Division 1 in this 14 race calendar, which is selected by the drivers, and we are here at the season opener at Silverstone. We're very excited to see what these guys can do for the new season. Of course, don't have a defending champion here, so it's going to be a new champion regardless, unless Dan Murphy could still win it. But yeah, we're looking at some new, quicker drivers such as Denzo. Of course, Chapelele will be looking to avenge coming so close to winning. Last time pushing Droftas to the second to last race in the season, despite joining so late. Interesting to see that we have Daniel Ricciardo joining us in 17th place. That's really nice to have an actual proper F1 driver join us. We're quite honoured. So that's great to see.
Daniel Ricciardo's nosy, and he's
it's Daniel Ricciardo.
No, Daniel Ricciardo's in the Haas now, is he?
Daniel Avocado. So I'm joined here with Velocity. You're probably used to our pairing now from last season if you watched it. Mars is actually the first one on a lap.
No, he's not. You're a liar.
Well, it says he's on a lap.
Oh my god, he's actually... Yeah.
I don't know how. He's teleported.
No, he's not on a lap. He can't be. Phil's first one out.
Yeah, I don't get that. It's saying that he's on a lap, but he isn't. Phil will be the first one to set a lap. That's just a glitch. Yeah, Phil is now going into it. And starts his lap, and there we go. And we've got the first 5 viewers here. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to VIL.
Well, 2 of them is us, so, you know.
Shut up. I'm actually not watching the stream, so no.
Well, I am, so...
Yeah, no, we know Daniel Ricciardo is Knowlesy, but I just didn't realise Knowlesy was Australian.
He's a bit late on the jump there,
yeah,
isn't he?
Come on,
but, you know.
He's not even watching the stream, clearly. Honestly.
No, I've got Knowlesy. It's just Maz is retarded, and... To be honest, I don't even know why that glitch is... Right, my stream, it's saying Daniel Ricciardo is me. Yeah, but why...
Phil nearly...
Phil. But...
I thought he'd spun it then. I just went in a weird angle. Anyway, yeah, Phil now into Sector 2. Into Maggots and Beckett's. Let's see.
Yeah, again, we're apparently 30 seconds ahead. Nice to know. Honestly, Codemasters have done a great job this year.
New season, same issues in terms of the of Cody's and Roundfield goes. Oh, that he's just about held his wheel. So we go on board now with AC Immortal, who will be the first one now to cross the line. Yeah, a bit disappointing there for Phil. Just look like oh no.
Well, that's a great start to his season.
That is. Oh, and AC Immortals invalidated as well.
Extremely unfair, but you know.
They really need to fix that, don't they? Gods is now. No, he's not the next one. He's going to cross the line. It's going to be Mars. Yeah.
Is it? Wait, or is he?
No, Immortals invalidated. It's going to be Mars. But
it does seem to be lagging a little bit. You seem to have a bit of connection issues. You're 24.9. That's
your crappy internet.
No, my internet's alright actually.
No,
it got fixed.
Bar.
No, I'll tell you what, kill yourself.
It was half bar at the start, guys, so don't listen.
Do you know what? Shut up.
So next across the line will be Jesse in the McLaren. So far we only have one time. That is from Mars after we saw an invalidation from Immortal, and we also saw a crash, a spin from Phil, who managed to avoid losing his wheel. And Jesse goes across the line in 124.945. So, sorry, 126.071. Mars still has the fastest lap. I'm looking at the wrong thing. So thanks for that.
Well, these are the first times we're actually going to see the X Division 2 drivers actually competing against Div 1 drivers as well.
So far, Immortals round. That's quick. Oh, I thought he's lost his wheel. Yeah, it's done the glitch. You're about to see it, folks. You're about to see it pop off any minute. No, just gonna. When's
it gonna just blow up? Come on, blow up, wheel.
We never saw it. Damn it. Yeah. So unfortunate there for Immortal. He lost it exactly the same place that Phil did. So maybe there's a lack of grip out there at the moment. Next on the lap furthest ahead. Actually is Liam, unless Gods and that are going again. I don't think they are. Everyone else is on outlaps at the moment, so I'm going to stay on board with Liam at the moment. But yeah, Immortal and Phil losing it in exactly the same place. Interesting. Good to hear Velocity's thoughts on that.
Yeah.
as Liam approaches Magus and Beckett. Is he going to do the same thing? It's on this curb. If you go a bit too deep, like these guys, like Phil and Immortal did.
You don't see many people lose it there, but these guys have done it, and I'm...
Well, if you do go wide, you can, and you keep your foot down, you can quite easily lose it there, but a lot of people usually back out, but I guess, yeah, they just pushed a bit too much. Either way, Liam, coming around the final 2 corners now to set a time. What can he do? Quickest time yet is a 1:24.945 from Mars. Liam yet only does a 1:25.8.
Do you know what? That 24.9 is not a bad Q1 time, actually.
Especially from a Div 2 driver that got promoted to Div 1 this season. Total P's give Dan Murphy actually a little bit slipstream there. Dan will be the next one across the line with that slipstream from P's. I wonder if that would have helped him. We're about to see. Or are the Div 2 guys going to stay on top for now? Because at the moment, obviously, 2 Renaults, only a couple of people done times. Yeah. And Dan Murphy can only go 3rd fastest. And obviously, Pease was doing a slow lap.
Jesse's round in. Is there contact with
We're about to see
Renault, or
there would be a penalty if there was, I'm pretty sure, from either one of them, and nothing's coming up.
Tango's now gone for a 24.983. So
yeah, he split the Renaults, but the fact that there's Chapelele, but only 3/10.
No, that does show that it's a good time then.
Yeah, that shows it's a very good time from Mars and Gods.
All week we've been saying Chapelele's. We're being told that Chapelele's like on it around here. So
yeah,
you know,
Emerson on a lap. He's in sector 2, and
this guy loves a little. Purple. He likes a P2 in qualifying. I've noticed.
He does. But yeah, no,
doesn't
that's
matter who's in front. But
obviously, we're not going to see FIFA Beefy today. But it's really good to see the other 2 drivers who got promoted, repping Div 2, doing really well in their debut in Div 1. At the moment, obviously only Q1, but they have some pretty quick times. If they can repeat that, they should be on for a decent start. Emerson has beaten Chapelele's time despite not having a purple.
Oh, Chapelele's on the mediums.
Ah, well that's why. Yeah, he's sandbagging. Yeah. So that is an unreal time then on the mediums. Yeah, he's going again. Chapelele. No, he's not. He's 3.6 down.
Honestly.
But yeah, just flexing there. Pease has done his 1:32 and now come again. I'm really confused about that. Denzo is now on his out lap. Sloth has gone out on the wets on his out lap.
Very interesting. You know what? I think that's a tactical master there. I think he's just luring everyone into a false sense of security, and this is when he sets a pole position lap.
Maybe he'll trick someone in going into the wets. Oh, Knowlesy's just invalidated. That's unfortunate. Just as I went on board with him, I think I've cursed him there. So Denzo is on his outlap, but Sloth is about to start his flying lap on the wets. I think this should be good. It could be quite interesting to watch.
Yeah, Liam now updating us saying Chapelele was on the mediums, and I tell you what, he's a fucking weird little kid he is, but you know, he is a robot.
Sloth goes very tentatively through. This could be a pole lap. Just look at that pace he's got on those wet tyres. This is quite beautiful. And he puts his foot down.
Oh, we've got Denzo starting a lap though. That's
now he's started his lap. Yeah, we will. I was just doing that in the meantime whilst. Yeah, he actually probably will.
But I tell you what though, notable reserves for today. We've got AC Immortal obviously already lost. Well,
he didn't lose his wheel on screen, but he did. Yeah, he realistically did lose his wheel.
Lost his car, and his qualifying's already over. Rick Dalton, Denzo's brother, is reserving for Ferrari.
Someone's just joined.
Today,
got 18.
That will be
Damiano Insanity.
Yes, I do think that's Jesse's link. Then we've also got Damiano Insanity there for you. The other reserve in the Ferraris, because obviously the Ferrari team has actually
boycotted the race.
They've kind of killed themselves this week, but
they boycotted the race. They just it's not for them. And
Denzo loses it.
Wow, that's interesting. Obviously, it's only Q1 and it's only his first run, but that's gonna hit your confidence, isn't it?
Oh yeah, massively. No. It'll be interesting to see how he recovers, obviously, and what's it, Parabolical Esports, he struggled in qualifying as well, opening race of the season. So I wonder if it's just
realised why Sloth's gone out on the wets.
Why?
It's because Gods has been DSQ'd.
Wait. Huh? How's he done that?
And you know, that's why Sloth has done a lap on the wets, because he's through. Everyone is now through if they set a lap, no matter how slow it is.
Horse.
What? What is that? Are you trying to get stuff in for next season's compilation already?
Yeah, already I'm trying, you know.
But yeah, so that is the reason.
This season isn't even out, but you know, I'm lining it up.
We are hoping for that Friday. But yeah, already. So everyone's through as long as they set a time.
It does baffle me how Gods has got disqualified.
So you've had two disqualifications. Obviously, we saw with Phil it was the crappy.
Okay. Liam giving us more inside information, saying he thinks he spun a pit exit. So obviously they're really brutal about blocking
pit lane, even though it's not his fault. Yeah, wow. So that's massive because Gods was going through. He was comfortably going through. So now everyone in this lobby just set a lap and you're through.
We've got Damiano Insanity now on an out lap. Now it'd be interesting to see what he can do actually, because Jesse has said he is quick. Now,
Jesse himself is actually coming to the end of his lap.
I do like the helmet though, the pink and white from him actually.
From Jesse?
No, Damiano.
Jesse's just improved to 125.6, 4/10 improvement. I think he's gone for quite a few laps. Everyone now just needs to set a lap. As I said, they're through.
Oh yeah. Mars is actually currently on a lap.
He's been looking quick, so yeah.
Dan Murphy's moved himself up. He set a 25 flat.
But the fact that Mars is quicker than Tango and Dan Murphy at the moment is pretty impressive, because those
Rick
guys
Darlston's
are no slouches.
Actually done a 24.5 as well.
Yeah, we've missed that. He was close to improving. I think he just hit that final curve a bit too much and it cost him time. I think it would have been a very slight
on an out lap.
Yeah, Denzel obviously had that spin. Sloth is now going into the pits.
Insanity is going to be starting his lap.
That was a very slow out lap.
He's cooling, I think, his tyres before the start, because obviously coming through that long right-hander.
So those who are not out or disqualified yet to set a time, we're obviously on board with Damiano at the moment, but we're also looking obviously at Denzo, who had a spin on his first attempt, Shazza, he's on his first run, and Nolsey also on his first run.
I'm curious on what this is compared to Chapelele's time, because obviously it'd be nice to see another guy. I don't think we'll be seeing
Chapelele do a soft run in this Q1, I think.
Well, it's looking...
Damiano's just gone purple. Yeah, that's interesting. That's how I just burp.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I've got I think I'm making a tradition now, because I always have a beer at quali and now a beer in the race. I think it just makes me flow better.
Tango invalidated a 24.6 at Stowe. I tell you what,
that's painful. Because that's a very good time.
Painful.
Luckily it's Q1.
Chapelele, pretty much. Yeah, you are through anyway, Tango, even if your hard drive does give up on you.
Yeah. Unless you get DSQ, because it seems very strict on DSQs at the moment.
As well.
That is genuine, because I think Chapelele did a 101 something as well. So this is looking pretty good.
Very interesting to see what he does here. He does look quick though. Jesse did say he was quick.
Pease retires in the pits. Coming around the final corner now, Damiano really attacking that, and he's done a 24.511, 3 milliseconds quicker than Rick Dalton, and about just under 2/10 slower than Emerson.
Well, here we go.
Impressive.
We've got Denzo also on a lap now. He's coming round, and he's done a 111 now. So
he'll be getting tow from FTH, his teammate there. Actually, that's definitely been planned, I think. Or that's just really convenient that his teammate's right there. But that's definitely going to help Denzo.
I wouldn't have thought they'd be talking, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I know they're not talking because Denzo doesn't own a mic.
Oh, yeah, true. Well, one of them might be. Denzo's gone
24
quickest.
flat with 3 tenths quicker. That's something else.
That has set the cat amongst the pigeons.
Oh, we've actually got Chapelele out again. Maybe he's decided he's had enough of sandbag. Oh, he's out on the mediums again.
Yeah, no, he's not had enough of sandbagging. But yeah, Denzo...
He's a bit of a bully, isn't he?
He is. But I think, you know what? You can't be too cocky with Denzo about, even if he is quicker than Denzo around this track, obviously all it takes is invalidation or, you know, something like that.
Well, I think he's lucky Blaze isn't here as well, because...
Yeah.
But then again...
FTH actually is starting his lap, so I'm going to sit on board with him.
We've got Rick and obviously Damiano that are looking pretty strong. They're both 2 reserves, so...
Knowlesy's just set a 1:24.944. I missed that.
That's very, very...
then retired in the pits, but I missed that time earlier.
Nice.
Chaz has set his first time. He set that on the mediums, so doing the same tactic as Chapelele with
Sloth just putting in the Discord. No one else think it's quite wet on the track, or is it just me? And I tell you what, it does look a bit damp out.
Yeah. So FTH is 1.5 down on his time. Looked very unstable in that middle sector. One, well, he'd like to set a time. Actually, because of that late join of Damiano, not everyone's through. So Total P's isn't through now anymore.
Yeah, I did tell him this.
And One's now going out the pits. Sloth, you might want to go out on... Oh, you're not going to have time. Sloth, mate, I think you're out. If One doesn't invalidate this...
One's coming out the pits. He's not going to have time.
Oh, yeah, he's not
going
to have time. This is... No, but this is ahead, isn't it?
He has got very lucky.
I don't think that's the time ending, though, because we know that...
No, it's 30 seconds, though.
Yeah.
You're not getting around this track in 30 seconds.
You never know, Tony. You never know. He might know a shortcut.
Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
Just skips half the track.
Chapelele is 50 milliseconds up, half tenth up on his time. We'll end Q1 with being on board with Chapelele.
We've finished. One's got the checker flag on him.
Yeah,
and he has got through.
And Sloth got through on the wets. That just shows how quick he is. Sloth, he can sandbag on the wets.
I'm just going to say, though, this is exactly why you need to check out the Discord.
Chap's invalidated. And Damiano's just spun, and where is he going? Damiano, that is not the track! What are you doing?
It's a new shortcut.
He's going to come across the line. This is going to
be... Oh my god!
Dan Murphy's 3 seconds down on his time and everyone else has finished, so we're just going to wait for Dan to come across the line. But quickest in Q1 was Denzo, but obviously Chapelele only did 1 run. It was on the medium tyres, so it just shows that the fact that he's only 6 tenths off the medium tyres, he could quite easily...
The thing is, right...
Go quick.
One of these guys could be 3-4 tenths quicker, right? But if they can't drop the 1 second inside 3 laps, that means fuck all. Because...
You're a bit Gordon Ramsay today, aren't you? You're very overexcitable in the swearing.
You know what? I think I'm going to start insulting people for no reason as well.
That's what you normally do. But yeah, obviously, quickest in that session was Denzo, followed by Emerson, the 2 Ferraris of Damiano and Rick Delton, 2 reserves actually. Then Chapelele, but on the medium tyres. So at the moment,
the best we've ever seen the Ferraris do.
It is only Q1, so no. But if they finish like both top 10, then it probably will be in the race because the Ferraris seem to be cursed. But
well, it's the Ferraris and Renaults that seem to have a shambles.
Well, the Renaults, I would say, well, one of the Renaults has done well. Well, both were doing well, but God's got disqualified. But yeah, Mars through to Q2, so it's been a good start to his debut in Div 1. Obviously, less good for these guys. Phil DSQ, Gods DSQ, Immortal had a crash, and One joined quite late, so he couldn't get time, couldn't get out on track in time. What it does look like at the moment, though, is it's shaping up to be a 2-way battle for pole between Denzo and Chapelele. Of course, that could change, and the interesting thing will be Q2 for strategy.
Do you know what? Don't shout at me. That's really rude.
You were interrupting me.
Right. Okay. So what I was gonna say is Emerson's usually about 3-4 tenths off the pace until Q3.
Yeah.
And then he goes right into it. So I do believe he's still in it.
Yeah.
And then obviously we don't actually know how quick the 2 Ferraris are either. Whether they've messed up their laps either as well. Tango
Guys,
can improve as well.
Chapelone,
So,
did I just burst your eardrums? I do apologise, but Velocity was interrupting me, and I don't like it when I get interrupted. It's rude. You know, this kid needs to be taught manners.
do you know what? You're fired.
Ah!
I
I've
turned
been
into
fired
Lord
from a
Sugar
job
now.
that I'm
Don't
not
get paid for.
No,
Your life is
no, I am
ruined.
paid. I'm just to know, guys. I'm in quadruple digits. That's how lucrative it is working for VIL, especially when you're good as commentator as me. Like that is for Crofty. I was going to say eat your arse out. Eat your heart out. Don't eat your arse out. That's grim. Eat your heart out. Liam says waiting for Damien. Yeah, what are we waiting for? Someone to press advance? Or...
God knows.
Oh, Damiano's still loading. He might need to disconnect.
Leave and join back.
Yeah.
But
P's being very helpful.
everyone's saying, I'm thinking the lobby's effed. Do you know what? Should we go through the order again? So,
Yeah!
Denzo is on pole, Emerson in P2, Damo, the man who can't load, is in P3.
That's a
Ricky
good nickname
P4.
for him. I think he should have that.
Do you know what? I reckon that should stick now. The man who can't load.
Yeah.
We got distracted very quickly, didn't we? No, but if we didn't see these two DSQs, we might have seen P's out. Are we going to have to restart?
No. Jesse's saying...
we're done.
Yeah,
We're done.
he's left. He's left. Jesse got him to leave, and then he's going to rejoin.
One's getting excited, saying we need a restart of Quali. Obviously, he would be if we did need to restart, because you've had a shambles.
Oh, is he related to Horger from Milan? I mean, they are both
Who?
Norwegian. Ole.
What, huge cock?
Yes, you call him Huge Cock on FM.
Yeah. I do love that guy.
Apparently,
honestly.
your last name is Huge Cock. That's how it's pronounced according to Velocity, by the way.
Yeah, it's Ole Jacob Huge Cock.
Yeah. Chazza says promising start. Not sure if that's referring to Velocity.
I think there's sarcasm, I'm not going to lie, but
no, I think it's
Denzo's
not.
going out on the mediums, now stopping in the pit lane to
that's
let out...
quite dangerous, you know. I think he should get disqualified for that.
It's polite.
No, I think Denzo needs to be disqualified for that. That was shocking.
I've never understood that.
No, I don't
now
either.
Damiano's joined the stream saying "guck."
Oh, apparently he can't take control. What?
Who?
Damiano.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, wait, yeah, but why? He got through. His car should be there.
Wait, there's two... I don't
Yeah, his
know.
car should be there. There should be 15 in. Yeah, I'm
That's-
sorry about that, Damiano. I don't know what... That's the game, but... You know, you've got to think the positive.
That's happened again last week. Well, yesterday, actually, when we were racing.
And if you think of the positives, that not only
We
do
can
you
see
get
your
a free choice of
racecraft.
tyres, you get free choice of tyres, and we know you're quick already, so... Just got to think like that. Tango will be... no, he won't be the first out. I don't know why I'm on board with him.
Do you know what?
think I got mixed up with Liam.
Codemasters in their games, brilliant.
Yep.
They know how to completely make their games, don't they? With no glitches. But I tell you what, Ferrari is cursed, isn't it?
It is. Just as we were saying, they've broken the Ferrari curse, and then they haven't.
Yeah, Codemasters deleted one of them from
Codemasters like,
qualifying.
no, you can't. I mean, I think that's what happened in real life this season with Ferrari. Well, last season with Ferrari as well. You know, like they're just like
Well,
the FIA
Codemasters
were
just
like
said no.
Like talking to Cody's and like no.
Do you know what I find's always crazy though? That
Liam starts
we,
his lap.
we have the new games and Codemasters just have the cars are so stupidly wonky in terms of performances. Like when the game first comes out, like obviously the Ferrari, no matter what, is always like the fastest car.
Yeah, Ole's saying big up Bugmasters, as he calls them.
Yeah, I tell you what, I can't. You know what? What it's gonna be when now EA have taken over? They're not gonna fix the glitches. They're gonna make you pay for the glitches to be fixed. So, but like, you've experienced a glitch. £5.99 to continue qualifying.
Well,
Or something
at the
like
moment, Liam, yeah, obviously is the first one out, but you've got quite a few people on track, and most people on track at the moment are on the medium tyres. But noticeable people on the softs. Mars is on the softs, and we've got Chazza, and we've got FTH.
Actually, they're still on Ultimate Team, but Ultimate Team consumables. So you got like the all attribute boost and all that, right? Do you reckon they're going to do that for online? So like you get to plus 10 pace or plus 10 tyre wear.
I really hope not.
For online ranked lobbies. So like, if you're feeling a little bit off the pace today, you get plus 10, and then your car increases top speed or something.
Oh, Liam spun on the very final corner, and I hope that he gets out. Yeah, he will get out of the way of Denzo, who's going to cross the line now. Oh, and it has a little bit of a
24/7.
That is very quick on the medium tyres. But yeah, I don't know if you saw that. He had a bit of a twitch. To remind you, Chapelet did a 24/6 on the mediums. Total P's is on a lap. He's currently in Maggots and Beckett's on the medium tyres.
Why is Chapelet going on the softs then? Why has he used his mediums in...
I'm not sure. Yeah, but that's why he's going on the softs, because he used his mediums in one. Obviously not going for that. And
he knows there's going to be a safety car that's going to ruin his day. I think that's...
Yeah, maybe, because it has happened so many times. Either way, Pease is now going to come across the line, and he's going to set a 1:24.986. That puts him second fastest. A lot of quick guys already putting in laps. Mars invalidated his first attempt on the softs. Jesse in the McLaren is going to be next to set a lap time. Then after him, it is FTH. No, he's not. He's doing a... This is obviously his out lap. I'm having that glitch a lot.
Ole's now saying, can I have a sort of advantage since I misqualify? Commentators, they don't exist, Ole, mate. Commentator blessings.
No, it's only curses. If we say, Ole's going to do amazing, you're not. You're going to die. That's how it works.
You're crashing turn 1 in some fatal incident. Your PS4 will turn off and never turn on again.
FTH will now be the next one. Oh, big
block. Do you know what?
There.
Imagine that was a fit. I reckon that might be a thing in the next game, you know? When now EA have taken over, again on the EA tangent.
FTH
if you have a crash that's too bad, your game will delete itself, and you have to buy it again to get an extra life.
Toby, are you paying attention at all for...
Yeah,
qualifying?
I'm just...
I'm trying to commentate on what's happening, and you're just going on this rant.
I'm back.
Jesus, this is what I have to work with, ladies and gentlemen. So Chapelet, they're about to start his flying lap. Mars is actually he's gone to the pits. Cheers for that, he just ruined my day. Chapelet then starting his lap, and he's going on the soft, so we're going to see the first indication of what his soft pace is. There's an indication of what Chaz's soft time is. He's done a 1:24.6, so pretty good soft time. Obviously, we expect Chapelet and Denzo to be a lot quicker than that on the softs, but that's because they're different beasts.
We've got actually Emerson you need to look out for as well, coming through Maggots and Beckett's right now. We'll be able to see he did set purple sector 1, but obviously no one even cares if he set
I wonder if that dirty
air
in front of him will affect him, because that's FTH.
Probably.
Oh, he's going to get a nice slipstream there, though, and he's done a purple middle.
It does look pretty legit as well, only 6 tenths off.
With that boost of the slipstream as well there, that's got to help him. His straight line speed. Coming into the final 2 corners then in sector 3.
It's going to be a 1:20.
Wow, that was quick. That was
very quick time.
Second quickest of the medium time so far. Chapelet has just gone through Max and Beckett's, and he didn't get a purple middle sector.
It is purple though, it's a 1-0.
Yeah, I think it is, although it just hasn't said it's purple. Yes, so Chapelet now, he's got a 1:24.6 to beat in terms of the soft, the quickest soft time.
I think he might get a 23...
Yeah, 23.9.
Yeah.
Well, he's hoping for a 23.5 for his pole time, so look out for that. He's done a 23.9 there in Q2. That's him safely through on the soft tyres.
Well, he was saying as well earlier he could do a 23.2 or a 23.3 if he gets it all down. And obviously we've got very, very good conditions for it. So, chat, put your money where your mouth is and do it.
So Jesse, he's on his he's on 2 lap old mediums now, and he's 2 tenths up in that middle sector. Let's see what he can do. He's got a 1:37.845, so yeah, not exactly been the best of laps. This is looking a lot better though. It's a 1:25.392, and that's enough at the moment to put him through, although we've only had 11 times. Mars is now on his out lap.
One's just mentioned Nando's bike accident.
Yeah.
Apparently he's doing well, so...
Well, we know that he's conscious, but he might have broken his leg. All we know from that statement is that he's conscious and he's like, they say he's doing well, but that could mean he's broken his leg, he's just not dying.
Does that mean Hulkenberg?
No, because he's not Renault. He's not a Renault reserve driver.
But he's kind of just everywhere, isn't he?
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I don't know who they would.
I'd take Hulkenberg.
Bring back Grosjean for Renault. That's what I'd say.
You know what?
It's not a bad shout. He started his career at Renault. He did really well at Lotus, Renault, obviously.
But is he... His hand's a bit fucked still.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, but the season's still quite a while away.
I mean, to be fair, Kubica's hand's a little bit wonky as well.
And the season's a while away, so definitely could. Sloth comes across the line now, and it's a 24.8, so pretty good time there from Sloth, although he's on the soft tyres. And they've done 2 laps now because of the invalidation.
Do you know who Renault's reserve driver is? Who is it?
I'm not sure.
It's where they get loaned Albon.
I mean,
oh, no.
No, it probably wouldn't happen because of Red Bull and Renault's relationship.
Wait, who lost their seat? No one lost their seat because of Alonso, did they?
No, because Alonso was their replacement for Ricciardo.
Yeah, and Sainz fucked off, Vettel's gone, and the only person losing their seat is Albon, who doesn't deserve his seat.
Well,
anyway,
no,
so.
Grosjean obviously, and Magnussen, and Kvyat all losing their seats as well. Kvyat one is quite harsh, but Tsunoda is really good as well. So
it's a long time coming, though.
It's mixed feelings. No, Kvyat's not a long time going. He had
I think it is in terms of the Red Bull.
And they obviously are ruthless. But he is definitely a good driver.
They tried to they didn't want signs in the end. Yeah.
They don't like good drivers apart from Verstappen. Mars comes across the line and it's a 25.178. I've just noticed that Tango has retired in the pits, so he's only doing 1 run on the mediums. He said mediums or bust, so he doesn't care if he doesn't get into Q3. Just mainly he wants to start on those mediums. Mars is opting for the softs. Currently he is
Chapelele saying, I'm not doing any mediums in Q2 anymore. Yeah, he's predicting the safety cars.
I guess, yeah. Well, this will be knowing your luck, Chapelele, the one time that
there's no safety cars. And
Oh, apparently Tango says Jack Aitken is. I thought he was the Williams.
Oh, is he?
I thought he was Williams reserve.
Oh, does she?
Oh no, but no, technically Nissan is for them.
He was last season, wasn't he? Aitken was.
No, it was actually Roy Nissany.
He did race for Williams.
Yeah, he did, but Roy Nissany was the reserve driver. But Aitken also has William links. Nissany's their reserve driver purely because of money.
Yeah, you know what? It was quite nice. It's Tatiana Calderon's Alpha's reserve driver as well? You know.
I didn't know that. It's a poor decision from Alpha because she was shocking in F2.
It's purely down to money, though.
Yeah, true. Williams did have. It wasn't last year, but the year before they had Jamie Chadwick, and she's still part of the Williams program, I think. Jamie Chadwick. She's a very good driver.
I wonder if, obviously, the new people taking over Williams are actually going to improve them much.
Well, they got a low ceiling to improve them, haven't they?
Yeah, but it's kind of... They're quite a way behind these days.
No, really?
I mean, Alfa Romeo have kind of fallen into their graphs a little bit, and then obviously...
No, Haas more. Yeah, Haas are slower than them now.
Alfa's got a Lego car, they do, honestly.
Yeah, but
it just
Haas
falls
is still
apart.
slow. Dan Murphy, according to this, has done a purple middle, but I don't believe that because he's on the mediums. Either way, I think it was a good medium time because he was 6/10 up in that sector, in that middle sector, so I think it's a good time regardless.
Tango's saying that he remembers being part of the Renault youth driver setup.
Oh, well, are you like 50 years old? Dan does a 1:25.067. That puts Mars on the brink of elimination. Obviously, 2 minutes to go. I think everyone will be coming out in a minute. But at the moment, There's only one person out
Well,
there, that's
two people
Chazza
can put
on the
people
outlap.
out. Knowles is retired.
Yeah, you're right.
Tango's
Tango and
mediums or bust, and he's
Jesse
bust.
and Liam can, but Jesse's gone on his outlap. Expect to see another run from Mars. He switched to the mediums though. So does he think he can go quick on the mediums? If he can, fair play. But yeah, he's gone out on the mediums. He's gone out on the mediums, so he thinks he can go quicker than his soft time.
I tell you what, if he does quicker on the mediums and his softs, then fair play. Like he's only 0.3 off the mediums of Denzo and Emerson and Pease and that. So I mean, if he even gets a 25 flat, that's a very, very good time from him. So
Dan isn't going again, so that's his one time, but he could be safe. It depends on if Jesse and Liam can improve. Jesse and Liam have both gone for the softs, so do you think FTH could be at risk, especially here? Oh yes. Wow. Is that because of his bad commentary or because you want him to race? I'm guessing the first. I
was kind of that's what I was about to mention. I don't know if he wants to race me or
he just hates you.
He just
hates
hates hearing my voice. I mean, some people take it the latter, and I think the majority of people take the latter. But I mean, some people like me. I hope somewhere in the world.
You know, I'm not going to crush your dreams. Yeah, some people like you. Just say that.
Just haven't found them yet.
Yeah, there will be people out there. Jesse's going to be the first one then out of these guys to do his lap then, and looked like a pretty quick outlap as well. So he was obviously pushing quite
business.
Hard. Everyone's made it to the line that's out, so that's good to see. Obviously with 30 seconds
they're quite
ahead
nicely gapped out actually as well. I have a feeling though Liam might be a bit too close to the Renault.
No, I think it more like the...
Actually...
Chazza might catch him.
Chazza's safe though, so I'm not
of course, yeah.
His lap doesn't really matter.
Well, that's rude. I think every lap matters. All laps matter.
Mars is invalidated.
Sorry, that was bad.
Mars is invalidated this time, so he won't be improving.
So it now comes down to if Jesse or Liam improves. But I'll tell you what, if Mars doesn't get through to Q3, it's still good effort because he could still potentially get P11, which is an amazing starting position.
He's up 5 temps.
Yeah, I will tell you why it's an amazing starting position, because I went from P11 to P2 in Australia and another league, and P11 to P5. There you go, there's the end of my flex. No, I just had to get in there.
Still not a win though, is it?
No, but for me that's bigger than a win, because a win's never going to happen. So
gotta keep your hopes up for Saturday, Robbie.
No.
Oh, Jesse's P3.
Yeah, Jesse's knocked him out.
Actually.
That is a good time.
Very nice time.
Liam is coming around.
Going to sort himself out?
I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, it is just about. He gets into Q3. Fair play. So Mars and FTH are both knocked out. So P11 and P12. Tango and Nolsey also knocked out. So going through, Liam, Dan, Rick, Total Peas, Emerson, Sloth, Denzo, Jesse, Chazza and Chapelele the fastest in Q2 on soft tyres.
Do we want Ole to come into the box with us for Q3, saying he's bored, he wants a guest appearance?
Yeah, sure, because he's not in Q3, I guess. Yeah.
Should we invite Ole in?
Yeah.
Chapelele said he'll join, but
no, because he'll just be
you're
creaming over your own lap.
Yeah.
He'll just be too
busy.
He
won't cream over his own lap. He'll just tell us it's a second off his pace.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but then we'll just never know if it's quick or not, because he'll just downplay it.
Yeah, but he is literally Hamilton.
Liam wanted 11th. Yeah, I've been there before. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating because now you're starting on the soft. 11th is the ideal one.
Ole.
But who knows, Liam? Pole could be on. You never know. You just need to gain 2 seconds. So easily done. Chapelele's slow. We know this. Wonder if I'll get him with that.
I hate how slow the friends list is. I'm just scrolling down here and it's just taken 8 million years to load 3.
Well, it's okay because we're taking forever again to go into Q3. So,
come on. I can see him. There we go, I have added him. If he would like to join as a guest, then he's more than welcome. Chapelele has now called it racist, and do you know what? It's not.
It's not. You know,
we just don't like you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Shap. We hear you. We talk to you enough in terms of your podiums. You're pretty much here every week anyway. So,
yeah.
if everyone could invalidate that, it'd be great.
I wonder if we're waiting for Damien again, because
maybe Mr. Ferrari cannot
someone
load.
needs to leave.
Evening, lads.
Evening.
Hello, Ole.
I'm excited for some action here.
Oh, how was your lap? It looked amazing.
Oh yeah, the 2 seconds of it.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, I thought it was poor that you didn't get to the line, to be honest.
Yeah, I should have taken that rainbow road that.
Yeah,
velocity
exactly.
and
It's saying Ole and Phil aren't loading. So it's different culprits this time.
Yeah, and one of them's in this party as well, so...
Well,
Oh dear.
I would not mind doing all of quali again.
I'll tell you what, I'm sure you wouldn't, but you know, arriving late.
Yeah, I agree. It looks like the race start is
It's
probably
usually
gonna glitch
punishable by
at this
death,
rate.
but you know.
Yeah, we are quite strict to that.
Did
In
you
fact,
not
this
read
is
the
your
rules?
punishment. We're never going to Q3.
I
We're
should have read
just
the
stuck
rules
on
better.
this. We're stuck
Yeah.
on the screen forever. That's the punishment.
I reckon if Chapelele ever gets knocked out of Q3, we'd cut off his finger or something. just such a poor performance. But we'll never reach Q3, will we?
Oh, yeah, you Total P said, please leave One and Phil.
Right, here we go.
And rejoin.
No, he just said don't rejoin.
I like how he had to add that, like, he had to add that, just like, oh, you know, you can rejoin, it's not just leave permanently.
Oh dear.
So, yeah, we await Q3.
Oh, there we go. We've got a timer now.
Yep.
You can come back, Ole, now. It's fine.
I hope this doesn't happen for the race start. I don't want to be
Well,
here
I mean,
till,
it's
like,
better
midnight.
for it to happen at... I'm not going to lie. It is better for it to happen at the race start than in the middle of qualifying going to Q3, because
Shut
then
up.
that's a ball ache. Shut up.
Right, so we are going to go in. I'm going to let Velocity and Ole commentate.
Oh,
for
you
this,
go for a
I
piss
need to go to
again?
the toilet. What do you
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
I haven't
I'm
been
gonna do
once. How can I
Usually the
go?
formation lap.
Yes, but I can't. I've been drinking beer this time, so it goes through me quicker.
You're a
I'm
weird
sorry?
kid.
Are you old enough to drink beer?
No, I'm
No.
12 years old.
Okay.
But I am my own dad, so I allow myself to drink beer at 12.
You did leave.
No, I am old enough. I'm 22,
Who
despite
is
my
that?
voice sounding like a fool.
So, someone who is very inactive in the servers just left the server, and Soft went, who's that? So, clearly had a very big impact.
Oh,
and...
Denzo's been cut off again.
Do you know what? I think he's just very polite.
That looked a bit rude from Chaz, I'm not gonna lie. Just.
I don't
pull
know,
out.
do you need another invite?
Yes, please. That will be.
Right, I'll be right back.
I probably need to
Scotland!
invite Phil again as well, don't I? The PS menus are so bad. They've defo downgraded them.
Yeah. Takes 2 ages to scroll through the friend list.
Doesn't it help when you've got like 400 people on it, and just because you've picked them up over years, you don't know who half of them are.
Oh, that doesn't help. So who's the favourite for Q3, you think?
Chapelele or Denzo, 100% for me. It would have involved what's his face, Damiano, but he's obviously been booted by Codemasters. Codemasters hate the Ferraris. Rick Dalton and Emerson are also up there, and then obviously Total P's is bottle job, so he'll be P10. My prediction.
I think I'm not being biased here, but I think Peace is gonna haul it in this.
You think? You think
Yeah.
P's is gonna manage it?
Gonna smash it.
Ole's a better commentator than Velocity. Spread the. You know what, Matt? Shut your mouth, you weirdo. Yeah, no. Peace could take it, but he does like a good little bottle, so
Yeah,
it's
I was
possible.
gonna say, he might take the pole, but he's gonna spin out in the first 5 laps anyway. So.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he can't keep up with everyone else without bottling, so... as we've got Chazza starting his lap, Denzo just after him, and then Rick Dalton's the next one. Pease, I believe, it's Emerson, then Jesse, then Dan, then Pease, and then it's the 2 Alfa Romeos. I don't know if Chaz's first sector was any good. I need to pull up the thing. I'll tell you what, though, we're not going to be able to watch anyone else apart from Chazza at the moment because Matt doesn't know how to control his bladder. He is a 6-year-old child, isn't he? Honestly, as we've got going through magazine, I guess I've got an idea. If it's a 1 something, it is a 1 something because low 1s. So maybe 3 temps off, 4 temps off, but this is going to be a mid 24s, I would believe. I'm calling it 24.5.
Do we have any idea when Murray Walker is going to return?
Oh, I hope next week, so I never have to speak to Robbie again. But obviously, oh, there we go. There's a 23.9 by Denzo. 5 temps in front, and Peace is invalidated. Told you he's a complete bottle job. Embarrassing driver.
Oh, Peace.
Rick's got a 24.5. Emerson with a 24.0. Dan.
Oh, Jesse's going to be across the line first. Hi guys, I'm back. I've got an extra beer. One for the race.
You're going for a toilet again in 10 minutes, then, are
you? Well, it's formation lap. I've got to keep it going, haven't I? Sloth will. Sorry, it'll be Chapelele next. Chapelele. I didn't see what his middle sector was. But I imagine it was quick. So Denzel already in the 23s. Obviously, we saw Chapelele in the 23s in Q2. He did a 23.9. What can he do this time round? He says he could do a 23.5. He's done a 23.8. So that's
it's
pretty
a good
good.
Banker, though, isn't it?
Yeah, not bad. But only a tenth quicker than Denzo. This is looking close at the moment.
Sloth's got a 24.6. These are going to go up quite quickly, but obviously... yeah, but my predictions is P's P10 because he's completing that.
Well, he's going again. And that's an okay first sector, you know.
Yeah, he's invalidated.
And then he's invalidated. Okay,
I give up with him, honestly.
And then I
probably...
just fucking stubbed my toe.
CPs do something well. You've got to think something's going to go wrong soon.
That was not going to happen. Oh,
I'll tell you what, though, boys. I'll tell you what. I'm really impressed with my teammate here. Chazza, he's doing it.
Chazza doesn't give himself the credit he deserves. I'm just saying.
I remember in the pre-season thing, he was like, "Oh God, I'm going to be like fighting at the back," and he got like P6 or P5 in it, like up against.
Yeah, and then
all these
was chilling pretty.
And he's looking P4 at the moment. So
only 4 temps off the top 3 as well, and these 3 are fucking aliens. So
yeah, exactly. I mean Liam's
Sloth's a lawnmower. He's actually slowed down for the speed limit. What a cutie. And Liam's the only one out on the lap.
It's cute when people actually obey the rules. He knows if he doesn't, he'd get kicked out. Honestly, if you don't, we're going to watch Sloth now, or he's just about made the speed limit. You actually get kicked out of the league, you get blacklisted. Chazza, you did say something. You said last week when you saw it during pre-season, you're like, the pre-season test, you were like,
Chazza's backtracking now. You know, he's like, oh, I don't have confidence issues. But
well,
no,
you got support from Ole, because you're his teammate today. Actually,
he's his teammate
season,
forever.
Yeah. Well, forever? Oh God! So
let's calm it down a little bit.
No, that's
They're getting married.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow, jeez.
Okay, let me go back.
The marriage is in Abu Dhabi, under the bridge.
Okay.
So we'll be seeing if how many people turn up for that.
Liam, is the only one out on track at the moment. He's about to start his flying lap.
This Jesse is not related to Jesse Lingard by any chance, is he? Or
No, because he's actually
He's
doing
Dutch,
well.
isn't he? So I don't think Jesse Lingard's Dutch.
Well, yeah.
Well,
You
but
never
Ole,
know.
are you related to Horger for Milan?
funny, it's the same surname, but unfortunately, he's not related.
Ah,
I
that's
would really like
disappointing.
to, but
Yeah.
You should just like get him to do a DNA test, and then
oh yeah.
Yeah.
like.
I don't
and
know
then
how
if
common
he
it is in
you got
Norway, to be fair, that last name, so I wouldn't know.
Well, it's not very, but it.
Well, there you
like
go.
I would assume like a couple of hundreds has it. Like
Well,
maybe
the
some-
plot thickens. You
Well,
definitely
do you know what
right.
you should do? Is like follow it back really, really far,
Yeah.
and then you'll be related to him in some way, even if it's like
I mean,
millions of years ago. And then you've got to be like, yeah, well, you're related to me, so you got to give
Yeah,
me some
but-
of your earnings.
if we're being honest, there we're all related, aren't we? If you think about it.
Yeah.
If you go back in
That's
time,
disappointing.
if you go all the way
Technically,
back,
then we're all inbred.
Oh, yeah, technically we are.
Oh,
Well, how do you think the
dear.
human race started?
yeah.
Just appeared, innit?
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's
Well,
what
actually,
some people
no,
believe.
actually, yeah, some people, we shouldn't mock that. Some people believe it. Fatality's in the chat. He's saying, "Sup, lads, good to see Fatality. Obviously racing in Div 2 this season after getting relegated to
He's definitely going to be a front runner,
Div
though,
1. But
Fatality.
yeah,
He's got
he's
some
looking
challenges.
like he could come straight back up. Obviously, there are some quick guys, though, and a lot of those in the pre-season tests who were really quick
We've
didn't
got the
turn
guys
up.
like General Gobert as well, questioning why he's even in Division 2, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
calm him down at
Well,
the moment.
no, trust
But
me. If
I tell you what,
if you see
it's-
the pace of the Baza boys, I'm going to call them as well, the Baza brothers. They are brothers, so you will see that actually it's
they're
not
a
going to
band,
be.
aren't they?
It's not going to be a walk in the park Fatality.
They're an
He will be one of the
off-brand
front runners, though.
Backstreet Boys. That's what they are, Baza Boys.
The Baza boys, yeah. Liam, yeah, then coming into the middle sector.
Liam's
but
not going to
he's-
get another lap.
No, he's not, unless he's got enough fuel for this one. He's on low fuel. So that is Liam's qualifying with the P9 at the moment with 24.990. Is Velocity's prediction of total P's getting P10 going to come true? Because at the moment, obviously, it is. But he will have another set of
Actually, I should probably say Emerson's probably going to get P2. I don't care what the split difference is. He's going to slot himself in that P2. He manages it.
So Dan will be the next one to set a lap. Behind him, we've got Chazza to do his final run. They're all out laps at the moment.
Has Emerson got a pole in this league yet?
Yeah.
Do we know?
Yeah, he did. It
Did
was
he
one of the
get
ones.
one in Monza?
I
could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it was. It was one of the ones where Shat bottled it. I mean, I know there was quite a few of them, but
Yeah, there was a lot.
towards the
Actually,
end,
yeah.
Chapellet did fix his qualifying, but at the start, it was quite a few bottles.
He's learning. He's a young robot at the moment. He's not completely like all tuned up yet.
No.
But obviously, we know they're made in different countries, aren't they? Denzo and Chapelele, different robots, different engineering.
Yeah.
Because they're clearly not humans. There's no. But obviously, they're getting engineered every week. Obviously, Chapelele, the German.
Tango
he is
saying that he
German,
got pole
isn't he?
in Russia.
Oh, he did. And these guys know their stuff.
Yeah, well, you know, they're big. They should be officially become VIL historians.
Yeah, a
I
few
think.
drivers complained already. That's true. LMAO, they couldn't believe it that I got demoted. I tell you what, though, Fatality, mate, you got some pace to you, but there's some quick guys in there, and it's.
And actually,
it's gonna be
two people have
interesting.
just dropped out of GP2, and they've actually been replaced by slightly quicker people. So, yeah, I think
but
Div 2
really
is shaping up to be
chilled
quite
watch
good.
GP1 on Thursday. Is it excited how the season will turn out? I'm excited for both seasons, and I think I'm gonna be in the comms box on Saturdays, apart from this Saturday, because you know I can't because of Valentine's Days and that. Ew, girls. But yeah, apart from this Saturday, I'm gonna be here pretty much every week.
Well, hopefully, obviously, with Div 2, it's the second full season. The first full season's always going to be a bit rough, like it was in the first ever season of VIL when we just had one division. But then you saw how good last season was with the second season of Division 1. We're hoping for something similar, obviously, in Div 2. And yeah, I mean,
Is Chaz further? Yeah, Chaz is further ahead. He's going to be the first person to set his lap. He's actually up on his time, by the way,
is Chazza?
by a tenth.
Oh,
yeah.
no, he's not. No, he's not. Dan
up
is.
by a tenth.
Dan's up by a tenth, and he's going to be the first one to set a lap time. I thought I was right.
Oh, Dan
sets a 24.4. That puts him P4 ahead of Chazza, who was in P4.
Chazza is improving though, so
yeah.
by about 2.7 tenths at the moment.
Well,
Go
he's
on, Chazza.
75 milliseconds behind Dan as he gets the cheer on from his teammate. And this is looking good. Oh, it is,
P4.
yeah, that's him back in P4, 24.172.
You know what's a very, very solid time by Chazza. And I'm sure Ole will be proud of him. Chapelele was a 23.7. He's not got his 23.5 he was expecting. And I do think Denzo's in for a very good shot, pole position here.
It's going to be Denzo, then Emerson of the front runners. Rick
He's
Dalton
done
also keep an eye
Denzo's
for him.
up by 2 tenths.
About
coming
Rick.
out of Magnus
Rick's
and
up by
Beckett's.
2 tenths as well. So
Denzel's
we're going to
on
look
a
at
great
Rick.
lap.
Then Denzo.
Denzo's on an incredible lap. He did a sub 101. He did a one
Oh wow,
flat
yeah, he did. This is looking good. First it's going to be Rick to cross the line, then it's going to be Denzo. Can anyone beat Chapelele for provisional pole? Let's see. Rick does so. Denzo gets pole position at the moment, provisional pole. Can Emerson beat him? He's 2 milliseconds up in the middle sector. That doesn't look like it's going to be enough, you know, because of how good the middle sector from Denzo was. And it's not going to be enough. It gives him P3. So after all of that from Chapelele, yeah, he's actually put in the comments, bottle, bottle. Because, yeah, he will be frustrated with that. And Chaz is saying, who predicted P's P10? You were spot on. That was Velocity. Yeah, he did say, well done, Velocity. Brilliant.
I'm pretty sure I predicted this grid pretty well, actually.
No, you said Emerson
Denzo
PT. Let's not get excited about yourself.
Well, I didn't originally, actually. So
no, I
shut
don't
your
want to
mouth.
talk to you. Liam saying, yes, not
honestly,
10.
I'm gonna have to fly.
Yeah.
P's,
Well, it's been nice having you, Ole.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, good luck for the race, Ole. That was good to see a driver actually come in the comms box, to be fair. But yeah.
Right, Liam saying, yes, not 10th. Yeah, well, it's easier when you got a bottle job.
Just don't take it away from him.
Well, yeah, true. You are better than Peas by a long, long way.
Just let him enjoy it, alright? I know what it's like. You just got to take it.
Well, the thing is, Peas was complaining it's going to be a train, right? He's going to struggle to get through that now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, anything can happen first lap, and the first corner, obviously, it's quite tight going into that corner. You can quite easily have incidents there.
But the guys we do need to look out for again, though, is got to be Demiano, Peas, Tango. These are the guys
maybe
who...
Ole.
Yeah, maybe Ole,
And
because these are the
Gods
guys who
is starting to qualify back.
are out of position, as I would like to say, where they would ideally be. Obviously, Peas deciding he doesn't like track limits, and it has punished him.
No, he doesn't usually like track
Demiano
limits.
deciding to insult Codemasters.
Shap saying, well, Denzo's on medium, so I'll get him at the start, but still, yeah, that is true. Obviously, Shap on a different strat to most of the people around him, actually.
Everyone, I think.
No, I think Liam was on the softs.
Let's have a look. Oh, Chaz is also on the softs.
Yeah.
So what Chapelele will be hoping is Chazza gets a better start than Emerson, and can keep basically just gap him. But no, I'll go through the grid for us like I always do.
I don't need a P actually.
Denzo on pole position with a brilliant 23.7, then followed by Chapelele in P2 on the soft compound tyres. So do look out for him at the start. Emerson in P3 is always there, and I'm just wondering if he's going to have the pace to keep up with these two now. Chazza in P4 with an incredible lap, just a tenth off of Emerson as well. Rick Dalton in P5, Dan Murphy in P6, Jesse P7. Liam in P8, total P's in P9, so there's definitely been a 5-place grid penalty somewhere.
Yeah, there has. Who for? Tango? No, not Tango.
It'd be Slaw. Dynamo's bottom now, okay.
Yeah, because it kicked him from quali, isn't it? Yeah.
So FTH is in P10. CRX Mars is the first of the well, actually FTH is the first of the three compound runners. on the mediums, and CRX Mars is on the soft compound
Making his
tyres.
debut in
Tango
Div
on
1
the
as a
mediums,
full-time
Nosy
driver.
also on the mediums, Sloth on the softs, Immortal on the softs, Phil on the mediums, Gods getting DSQ'd, as well as a couple of other drivers on the soft compound tyres. Ole doesn't know how to tell the time and did join us quite nicely, but obviously punished for that, and in P18. And Damiano hated by Codemasters and in P19 on the mediums. So that's the grid as they just come up to line up for the race. And obviously we've got a bit of a season on our hands, don't we?
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to not just some of the front guys. As a Div 2 admin, I'll be cheering on my boys from Div 2. Obviously, FIFA Beef not here today, but Mars and Gods, hopefully they do well. Did well in qualifying. Gods got unlucky that he was DSQ'd. Mars got a solid P12. So, yeah, be interested to see how this starts. Hopefully we have a clean run into Turn 1. Because, you know, we don't want to see a big pile-up or something to start the season. We didn't last season, but it's always the most nerve-wracking part.
This is a very, very difficult one as well.
The lights are already starting to go.
Right,
but I think they're slightly ahead, so we're going to wait till the cars actually go. I don't think they've even revved up their engines yet. No, they haven't revved up the now.
There we go. They are now.
They're revving up their engines now, and away we go then for the first race of VIL Division 1. Chapelele's had a brilliant run already, and is everyone going to get through all right? Looks like everyone's got through so far. Chapelele in the lead.
Mars is off. Mars is off.
Mars is off, yeah.
Contact.
He doesn't look like he's got damage.
Got any damage.
Chaz is through on Emerson. Chazza is through on Emerson. You were talking about that at the start of the race. That potentially happening. That has happened. But Emerson coming right back in here.
We've got Tango now making a move on Dan. Dan's now fighting.
Chazza fighting with Emerson. There was nearly contact there.
Tango's going on the inside of Dan. He's not got the best run, but Dan's going to have to run out on the outside, and Tango is still side by side and gets the move done on Dan. Actually, they're still side by side. They're not splitting here, and they're going. Dan's been pushed onto the grass a little bit there, and
Tango's gone very wide though.
Too aggressive by Tango.
Yeah, he won't be happy about that. We've got someone at the back, Phil, who's struggling. He's going slowly. He's got
Your
wing.
mic, it seems like it's like on the brink of being plugged in and plugged.
Oh really?
Unplugged.
He's got wing damage. Phil has got wing damage. I'll unplug my mic quickly. He's just got past Nosy.
One's past Nosy as well. Nosy has wing damage, so he's going to be coming into the... No, he's not, because he didn't really have the opportunity to. FDH is going to go around the outside of him to have the inside for the next part.
Oh no, and
he's messed it up.
Has got damage. He rammed into the back of him. That's disappointing.
Damiano is all over the back of Nosy now, and he's going to have to go through. And One's now out of the race. And he's crashed at turn 1, losing his car. And I wonder if he'll come back. Maybe he missed us that much. He just threw his car into the wall. Yeah,
maybe. We do have that. It's a VSC as a result. Now that's calmed down a bit. Phil is in the pits because of that damage he had. Yeah, so Chapelele does the lead. He had a really good start from Denzo, but obviously Denzo on the medium tyre. Chazza got up to P3, so both the soft runners at the front jumping a position. Emerson P4, Rick P5, Jesse P6, P's up to P7, Liam P8, Tango P9, and Dan Murphy P10. That rounds up your top 10 at the moment. Everyone obviously really close together, including Jesse and Rick Dalton.
No one would drive through penalties either.
Jesse going... they're going to go side by side through Maggers and Beckett's here. You know what they are? Jesse and Rick Dalton...
Oh, Rick's off!
Oh, my word. That was not a good camera angle.
He's lost his wheel.
I just had the worst camera angle of all time for that.
Yeah, I've also had a terrible one. And that's
so I didn't see that. Yeah. They were going side by side through Maggers and Beckett's. I'm surprised that's not a safety car as Damiano gets past Nosy. Emerson closing up on Chazza as well. I just love how the camera decided to give me the worst angle of all time when they were side by side through Maggots and Beckett's, because I thought something like that might happen. Nosy goes in the pits because of that wing damage. I am Sloth also with wing damage hitting the back of I think it was Damiano in the second lap. FTH is closing up to Damiano.
He's already picked himself up a penalty.
Yeah,
that could be big later on in the race.
He's currently in P6. The closest gap at the moment is between FTH and Damiano, but Emerson is now getting really close to Chazza, and he's in fact side by side. He's going to go around the outside of Chazza. Nearly contact there. Obviously, Chazza on the quicker tyre, and they still avoid contact side by side. Bit of wheel banging in the end.
It's very good defending there by Chazza.
Yeah, that is really good, but Emerson's going to have another run. I'm just going to check. Who was that?
Jesse's round.
Jesse's out.
Jesse's out.
He lost his wheel. It's Demolition Derby at the moment. And that's a VSC again.
This is not the best showing from these guys at the moment. Nowhere near the quality of what we had last week, which is a bit unfortunate.
We just caught the end of that. Pease was side by side with Jesse, and I think they just touched very slightly. And the thing is with Silverstone around this track, isn't it, that it's very easy to lose your wheel at a lot of these sections.
Well, we've got Ole saying P18 to P11 on lap 1, then the commentator's blessing setting. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't have asked for it, Ole.
Yeah. But yeah, the thing is about this track is it is so punishing. Obviously, a lot of places where you can lose your wheel, as we've seen so far with 3 people out already. So yeah, we're down to 16 drivers. We start with 19. We're only on lap 4. I wonder when this VSC is going to restart, because look how close Emerson is to Chazza at the moment. These guys had a good battle, but they managed to avoid contact, and that is the end of VSC. And he's going to have a run down the inside, is Emerson. But Chaz has got the inside for the next corner. He's defending it really well. Yeah, obviously on the quicker tyre, the softs at the moment. But that's a really good run from Emerson. He's going to have DRS as well. He's got it wide open. These guys battled here last lap, but I wonder if the DRS is going to make a difference.
This time, though,
yeah, he's
going to get the move done. And now Pease is going to be lining up Chazza, and I don't think he's going to be waiting around too long either.
Chazza's still fighting it, you know. He's actually got quite a good run again. He's going to have a good run. This is a bit like the Hamilton-Bottas that we saw in Silverstone.
He's not going to go for it, though.
But yeah, he's not going to go for it.
Emerson's again not going to have the best run, but obviously safety first, I guess.
Yeah, Pease is lurking behind as well. These two. Got to be careful.
He's got some very strong pace at the moment, and does look like one of the quickest, especially.
Yeah, he's going for the move here on Chazza. He's got the run on him.
He's going to have the inside.
He's going to send it down the inside.
He's going to make that work.
Is Chazza going to dive down the inside back?
No, Chazza's sitting in, and obviously the two marked down P3 and 4.
Chapelain is another fastest lap of the race. Liam Yet up to P6. It's been a really good start for him.
He's set the fastest lap of the race, and that's what I said. One of the fastest, and he is the fastest on the track right now. Actually, no, he's not. Damiano Insanity is the quickest on the track.
Curse. As every time I go to do cinematic
I'm kind of struggling to keep up with who's moving on who at the moment.
Well, we haven't got any moves at the moment. We've got a lot of people close together, including this train that goes back from Emerson all the way to Damiano, actually.
Well, I'll tell you what, the camera angles I'm being given here are horrendous.
I'm getting some nice ones now, which is good, because for every time there's something going on, I get the most horrific camera angle, which is really annoying. Chazza Sloth does his fastest lap now on this fresh mediums, and now Phil does. Can everyone just calm down, please? Chazza and Pease is catching up to Emerson already. And obviously they're on different strategies.
I know Pease is quick around this track, but...
Are we going to see some team orders? Sorry, they're not on different strategies, but Pease has got 3 seconds and he's gone very wide there. Chaz has now got 3 seconds, though, so that's not going to be good, but he's...
Chaz is going to have a run on Pease, actually.
Yeah, he is. I think he's too far back.
He's got the DRS, because Pease definitely messed up the exit of Beckett's, going in too early. And getting on the gravel a little bit, and we do actually have movement, chase going on. Nosey is getting chased down by Sloth.
Yeah.
Now, just something you got to keep an eye out on that as well.
Chapelain sets the fastest lap of the race. Obviously, he's going to try and extend that gap to Denzo because they're on different strategies. But Chapelain's tyres will be wearing quicker, and obviously he will have to pit earlier than Denzo.
Where on this track isn't too bad, though. That's the thing. So they'll both be doing medium, soft, medium. It just depends if Chapelet is going to be able to keep Denzo behind him when Denzo's on the soft compounded tyres.
Oh, that's a beautiful camera angle we've just got there. And everyone's sort of driving in formation here. And actually, I'll tell you what, Tango's getting right up to the back of Liam here. a switcheroo could be going on here between the two racing points. As I take a swig of my
Pease is also
Foresight.
fallen off the back of Emerson a little bit here. Maybe just saving ERS, or maybe just burned it all.
Yeah.
Trying to catch back up to, well, his group, maybe.
We've already got a first incident report from Rick. Tango, yeah, it's just a DRS train at the moment from Emerson down really to all the way to Damiano. So we did predict this, didn't we? Some DRS trains, and that looks like what the drivers have to contend with at the moment. Certainly those below Emerson.
I'm just trying to. Oh, we've got Sloth actually coming. It's slightly on the.
That was not English, but yes, Sloth is all over the back of Knowlesy at the moment. You see Phil Razor in the background as well. He's going to have a run here out of Maggots and Beckett's, although he's gone a bit on the grass. That's going to slow him down, but he's still going to have DRS and the slipstream. And obviously he's on the quicker tyre because Knowlesy's on the hards, but he hasn't been able to get the move done. Not there anyway. Is he going to dive down the inside now? No, he's not. Knowlesy keeps that position. Good defending there at the back of the grid. Oh, a little bit of a twitch there from Sloth, though. That's not going to help his exit. And we've just seen movement. Tango's got past Liam yet. I wonder if that was a coordinated switch, because it was quite clear that Tango was quicker than Liam yet. Dan is going for a move now on Liam yet into Maggots and Beckett's. That's ambitious. Backs out of it.
Not managed to get it through.
No. Oh,
but it does look like he's going to have. I'll tell you what, Liam's struggling, and Dan's going to have to run on him. Dan's basically pushing him through.
And we've also got Damiano Insanity. Dan hasn't managed to get through, and that's allowed Damiano Insanity.
Having a look, but he's not going to be able to squeeze his car through there.
Knowlesy and Sloth are still battling, but Knowlesy has stayed in front, by the way, elsewhere. But we're going to stick on board with this battle because this is higher up the grid at the moment. And yeah, Liam is struggling, but he managed to defend there from Dan, which made Dan vulnerable to Damiano behind him. The gap at the front is now 3 seconds between Chapelele and Denzo. So, but obviously we've still got the pit window to come into play. We've had 2 VSC so far, yet to see a safety car. Are we going to see one? We've obviously seen 3 drivers as well who have unfortunately retired from this race. Obviously people being a bit rusty, first race of the season. Phil has got past Sloth. Sloth was all over the back of Knowlesy, but hasn't managed to get through. And now Phil is going on Knowlesy. Is he going to go around the inside? No, he's not. Well, I tell you what the difference might have been there. It's the fact that Phil Razor is on the soft tyres, or Sloth is on the mediums, and Knowlesy on the hard. So obviously he's on the quickest tyre compound out of them all, and he is right on the back of Knowlesy. But this is a right old train here behind Knowlesy, and he's gone very wide.
And he's got Sloth all over. What
around the
outside? Sloth, actually,
he had damage. He had damage. He went into the back of Damiano when there was a big train at the.
Yeah, but I'm 90% sure he was all over the back of Knowlesy, wasn't he?
Yes, he was, but Knowlesy defended, and then Phil's got back at him. But Sloth has got back through ahead of him. It'll be Chapelele pits.
Chapelele's in the
Damiano
pits.
Insanity has also got past Dan Murphy. So is anyone else going to follow him? Is Chazza continues?
Was having a look down the inside, but obviously didn't think it was on, and probably the wisest decision not to go for it. And we'll just see Damiano Insanity now picking up a 3-second time penalty. Chapelele is going to come back out in free air because this is a very, very long pit. The slowest one, I think, on the calendar, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I think Immortal. No, he's going to come out just ahead of Immortal. No, is Immortal? No, Mortal's going to get him. Yeah, he's going to come out behind Mars, I think. Or was it just going to be ahead? No, just ahead. Just ahead of Mars.
Not ideal for him, but obviously he's not in that too badly. But I do think he'll be.
If he gets rid of Immortal, then if he gets past Immortal quickly, then he's going to have obviously clean air. Pease has now been released into P3. We've got a yellow flag, and that's Sloth. He spun. Not sure if there was contact. He was battling with Knowlesy and Phil, so he hasn't got wing damage.
There's more yellow flags. Dan's around with wing damage. And he's either lost it on the right-hander or has gone for a move, but he's definitely been on the inside of either contact or has just completely lost the car.
Yeah, and now he's got Immortal
yeah, so-
and Chapelele and Mars all coming up behind him. At the moment, though, Denzo does lead, but yet to pit. Pease is getting really close, and yeah, Dan lets pass Immortal, and I think he's going to do the same for Shap, is he? Yep. What about Mars? Mars is too far back, but yeah, no, that's because obviously the wing damage. He doesn't want to get in the way of anyone, but that could prove costly. Meanwhile, at the moment, this train continues behind Emerson. With Total Peers, Chazza, Tango, Limia, and Damiano all close together, and all within DRS.
Just keeping an eye on this Immortal and Chapelele battle, because I just want... okay, Chapelele, I think, is just going to put it down the inside. Actually, he's doing it now.
He's locked up. He's locked up. I'm not sure if that was intentional.
And he's through.
Yeah, he's got through.
And he's actually going to get the DRS as
Yeah,
well,
he has.
so he's done that very,
it.
very well.
He has indeed. So the two Mercedes at the moment, second and third. I wonder if Emerson is holding up P's a bit at the moment.
It's a net P3 and 4 as well. So in terms of...
oh, that was not a tidy line through Magnussen. Beckett's there from P's. He's lucky that Chazza isn't a bit closer there. Tango has got a bit closer, though, to Chazza through there. Sloth gets past Dan because Dan pitted. And... yeah, Chazza certainly looks the most vulnerable out of those in the DRS change at the moment. Obviously, he's on the soft tyre, which is now 10 laps old, or was about to be 10 laps
Liam's
old.
now come into the pits.
Yeah, that's how they Damiano.
And it does look like Chazza's probably going to be coming into the pits sooner or later.
Yeah, it must be next lap. He has improved on his time
Maybe he's feeling that sticking in this pack is a good call for him at the moment. I can't blame him.
Well, he just improved his lap time as well, so... yeah, as we see Gods be elevated to P8.
Yeah, this pit lane, though, does feel like it lasts forever when
does.
you're in it.
Oh, big slide from Tango. He had a massive slide there on the exit. The corner, Chapelele does the fastest lap of the race. And it was actually quite a good save in the end. But yeah, big wheel spin there out of that corner. And as a result, Chazza's actually out of his... Chazza's dropped out of DRS range of P's, but as a result, he's got a bit more time on Tango. But Tango's still within DRS. And I think this battle between Emerson and Pease isn't really a battle at the moment. I think they're just sitting behind each other, just sort of towing each other along.
Well, I do believe that Chazza will be seeing the pit lane at the end of this lap, as he has fallen outside of DRS now, and he won't be benefiting from any extra speed. So obviously now he's got no toe. Yeah, he is 2 tenths down. It's probably wise to come in now. Or else he's just going to be losing time after time, and Tango's all over the back of him as well. So these soft tyres are near enough gone.
Chazza is going into the pits.
Yeah, he's coming to the pits. There you go. Perfect call there by Chazza. Got that exactly right.
Yeah. Just whether the overcut... We'll see if the overcut benefited him. Obviously, Chapelele, I think, will leapfrog him because he's been putting in some fastest laps. But I don't think
Chapelele will come out
Chapelele.
5, 6, 7 seconds ahead of him.
Yeah. Gods also pits. He's up to P8. He's done 11 laps on those softs, so a pretty good stint from him.
Sloth picking up a 3-second there. These guys are really not having the best of times, but at least the 4 guys at the back are in pairs of 2, actually. So they do actually have someone to race, which is quite nice.
Yeah, we don't like people getting lonely, alright? We're very conscious of that at VIL. So
I do need to check on the comments, because I did actually come off of it for a sec. Yeah, no one said anything. As we do have these guys coming out of the pits, who's going to come out where? We've got Phil coming out, and Gods is going to come out alongside Knowlesy. They're going to be battling. Knowles is going to go down the inside, but obviously Gods is going to have the fresher tyres, but Knowles is going to get the run. And
is Gods going to have DRS though?
Gods is coming straight.
He hasn't got DRS, Gods.
It's going to harm Gods' race, actually, but obviously Nosey has every right. It is for position, because I don't actually believe that...
Pease and Emerson now, the gap is about 4 tenths and staying there, so Pease is edging closer, but I think, again, that is them managing their pace, both Emerson and Pease. I think he's hoping that they could... that Emerson can drag Pease along, but at the moment the gap between Denzo and Emerson is 3 seconds.
I can see their pairing. Obviously there's a lot of banter between the two of them, but it's going to be very professional in terms of on track.
Until
they
Pease
know they're the
bobs it.
favourites in terms of constructors. They do seem to want this as
Gods
well.
is having the run on Knowlesy here. This is for P12 currently. Obviously, Gods on those fresh tyres. Just got pipped at the pit lane, and he has got the move done quite simply in the end there. Good move from Gods on those fresher tyres. Mars is in the pits, his teammate. So he will jump a few more positions as well. And Dan and Sloth are battling. And they're side by side still. Sloth is going to have the inside line. But in the end, Dan has got through.
That's good driving there by the both of them.
Yeah,
and Dan actually keeping
it
fairly clean, actually.
You say that, but you're surprised Dan isn't dirty driving.
Yeah, I do apologise.
He's not dirty Dan like for SpongeBob. And he had a bit of a slide there.
I do wonder, actually, is there team orders at Merc? Because at the moment,
yeah,
I think
I think they are still tagging each other along. But yeah, Pease certainly looks the quicker of the Mercedes. Sloth is going to have a run here at Dan Murphy. He doesn't go for the inside line though. Unfortunately, we've got no more comments at the moment because everyone hates us. I don't blame them. No, most of the drivers are racing, to be fair to them. Still not good enough. Little bit of a slide again from Sloth. This is the closest battle on track at the moment because Pease and Emerson don't seem to be battling. You know, Pease will get up within 3/10, but he never really tries anything. That's why
you can see
Sloth.
Why, but
yeah,
it would be nice to see, obviously, the battle.
Everyone's quite spread out at the moment, though. That's the thing. You've got Knowlesy within DRS of Gods.
As soon as the medium runners do pit,
that should
all close straight back up again.
Well, let's hope.
So, well, especially at the front, it definitely will.
Phil's in the
Denzo will be
pits.
coming out maybe 5-6 seconds, I think, behind Chapelele, but then obviously he's going to have fresh tyres. So
yeah, Phil is making his second pit stop of the race.
But do expect the medium runners to be pitting in the next 2 or 3 laps, because you can quite easily run 12.
2 seconds, Ted. Sorry, I just wanted to do that because I always do it. Pease is having a go on Emerson now. Actually, that was the most appropriate 2 seconds, Ted, I've ever done in my life. Because Pease has got ahead. And Pease now boxes. So, Pease is the first other medium runners to pit. Emerson goes on.
It's weird they've switched as soon as Pease has gone into the pits. I mean, they could have done
I guess you lose less time. I don't know, yeah. But yeah, so the first of the medium runners. Is anyone else going to dive into the pits? The next one down the road, FDH doesn't. Chapelele obviously won't. He's just pitted. Chazza has pitted as well. Liam, yeah. So no, I don't think anyone else will be pitting at the moment. So that is where's P's going to come out then on the pit lane.
He's already behind Chapelele.
He's going to come out ahead of Chazza, I think. Oh, actually, no, it's going to be close.
He is going to be ahead of him. He's about 11 seconds behind Chapelele, so that kind of gives us a bit of a reference point in terms of where Denzo's going to come out.
Yeah, I think that's important that Pease has come out ahead of Chazza.
Yeah, but it's going to be about 8 seconds, I think, Denzo. 8-9 seconds between Denzo and Chapelele. Obviously, Chapelele's on the harder compound tyres and Denzo's got it all to do, which is possible. But it's going to work out about a second a lap. He's going to need to close in on Chapelele, so it's going to be difficult.
Yep, and the gap between Denzo and Emerson at the moment, 3.2 seconds. Denzo pits from the lead. Is Emerson going to follow in? He is. Emerson's going to follow him. Tango is going to continue, though.
So I did say about
Tango
2 or 3 laps, and they've gone a bit earlier than I would have expected.
Yeah, slightly earlier.
No, they're thereabouts. Tango does like to go quite a long time. I've always noticed that.
So Tango leads this race.
They've got fresh mediums, don't they, rather than
Tango leads this race. Denzo goes on to the soft tyres.
Here we go. Chapelele is just coming past now, and these guys are driving out of the pits.
Yeah, Chapelele's
just reaching the pit.
Chapelele currently has the net lead of this race.
7-second lead there. Well, an 8-second lead by Chapelele. So, yeah, spot on.
Pease gets out ahead of his teammate. Pease gets out ahead of his teammate there in P6.
So, by a decent margin, actually.
Yeah, I think Pease was doing a pretty good lap there.
Do you think Pease is going to be chasing for that P2 or do you think
Denzo's
going to have it quite comfortable?
No, I think Denzo will close the gap to Chapelele relatively quickly because of those soft tyres initially, but then obviously as we get later on in the race, the gap between the delta time between the softs and the mediums will narrow and narrow. So I think it's all about those opening laps. Phil does the fastest lap of the race now, 1:27.223. Pease, I think Tango now pits from the lead. So that is going to... Damiano enjoys him. FDH also joining him. So Chapelele will be leading the race once more, which he has... he did obviously take the lead in lap 1. But Denzo, the man who's on pole position, will go back up to P2. The gap, though, is 10.3 seconds at the moment between him and Chap.
Actually, I'm just going to say, has matched Denzo's lap time pretty much perfectly.
He's done the fastest lap of the race. So he's improved his lap time compared to Denzo.
Must have.
The gap between Denzo and Chapelele is 7.4 seconds, but it is going down. But obviously that's still quite significant. Emerson within DRS range of his teammates, so he's getting that pull along.
It does. It is looking actually about a second a lap. Denzo's pulling in. He's got about 9 laps to do it, so he's gonna. I think he's get to the back. I think
Emerson is also right on the back of Pease. So I wonder if they're going to be battling or if they're just going to be towing each other on. Because the thing is,
sure there's. I don't think they're going to battle at all. They're definitely going to use each other. Having your teammate literally battling at the front with you is possibly one of the best things you can have.
Oh yeah, ask Verstappen. He did not have that with Albon, and look at the difference. Emerson gets really
you
close
can have these team orders where you're just boosting each other. Like
Emerson's going to get past Pease. Yep, and there's no
just
fight.
Be a switch.
Yeah, you could see Pease slightly slowed down there as well to ensure that switch happened with the least amount of loss of time to either one. But that just means that Pease is now going to have his DRS. So
they're just gonna. I would assume. The way they're going to do it...
whoever's quicker...
Well, the smartest way of doing it
Denzo's done the fastest lap of the race.
No, Emerson has now. But Emerson. What I'm saying is the smartest way of doing it, in my opinion, would be Emerson burns his ERS and then switches back, saves a bit, then Pease burns his ERS, switches back, saves it. Then you've got basically 200% of ERS rather than...
Yeah, I think that's probably what they're doing. Tango's actually all over the back of Chazza here. And Tango's on the soft tyres, whilst Chaz is on the mediums. Actually, whilst we watch this battle, though, I will say that the gap is now 6.2 seconds up front. So Denzo is really closing in on Chapelele up front as Tango makes the move.
Boom, we've got Slough around again. He's not had the best of days.
No,
and he just needs to be careful in terms of Phil, and he does actually get out of the way of Phil quite nicely.
Talking on that gap, Denzo has really closed that gap quite quickly already, hasn't he? Six seconds now, 5.9. He is gaining incredibly quickly on
just
Chapelele.
Over a second a lap, I think it is. But the softs,
I think it was exactly that last time.
Yeah, I do think the softs are actually falling off a little bit now. But this is where he gains all of his time now through the third sector, the most technical part
I'll help you out
of the track. It's where it realistically requires the most mechanical grip by the car. So the soft compound tyres.
Total Pease and Emerson did the switcheroo once again. So Total Pease is now back.
They are actually losing time to Denzo. It just shows how quick he is.
Yeah,
I think the fact they're switching it isn't really working too much. I
imagine it would be though, because they're doing it in an area where just the quickest driver's getting through.
Yeah.
Like we're going to see again, I think Emerson's going to be too far back for them.
I do believe Emerson is going to get P2, well P3 at the end of the day, because as they do.
Well, Emerson's 3/10 down on his time, and Pease is down on his time as well. So, yeah, they obviously. Whilst Denzo's now 5.4.
It's just under a second that lap.
He's got 7 laps.
7 laps for 5 seconds. He needs about 8 attempts a lap, and he'll be side by side. But
that is very
realistically,
doable.
he needs 4.4 seconds to gain, and then he's on Chapelele, and then Chapelele needs to start worrying.
Of course, Chapelele could be managing his DRS as Emerson and Total P's switch again. But yeah, either way, Denso is on a charge. He hasn't gained as much this lap. I think he only gained about 9/10 this lap compared to his second last lap, but he's still gaining nonetheless. And the gap is 5.2 seconds at the moment. Elsewhere, the gaps are all about a second, so there's not really much action. The action is all at the front, and it's quite artificial at the moment between Total Peas and Emerson because they're just sort of towing each other along and switching all the time. So we are now just really looking at these deltas between Denso and Chapelele, and it is below 5 seconds now.
Yeah, this is realistically the biggest battle we've got. Even though some drivers might be closer to each other, this is the battle for the lead. And do you know what? I'm so glad that we don't have the strike and distance graphic, because it completely ruins it. We've got to work this stuff out. And
I think everyone is. I'm not going to lie.
We've got a couple of guys. We've got Damien on the back of Liam. Apparently he's a lap down, but he really isn't.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's not telling me his delta to everyone else. Pease gets another 3 second time penalty.
That's 6 seconds now.
I wonder what if I put on detailed penalties. So Tango's only got 3. So Tango gets within 3 seconds. Obviously, he will leapfrog Pease. Chazza behind Tango's got 6. And then Liamier actually is currently going to be P6 as it stands, because Chaz has got 6 seconds penalty and Liamier has got none.
Well, Damien's all over the back of Liamier as well. Yeah. He's looking very feisty at the moment.
He has got.
He's on the soft compound tyres though, so
he's only got 3 seconds in all fairness. Denso only gained 4/10 that lap on Chapelele.
I think it will slow down quite drastically, but obviously he does only need to get within the second. Damiano was looking for that move down the inside, and I'm sure he's gonna want to get a move on. He's got a very, very good run out there.
That is a brilliant run, yeah. I think that's the difference of those fresh softs. He only pitted 3 laps ago,
there you go.
And that is showing there, because Liam on those 9-lap old softs, and that's 9-lap old medium.
Picked up a 3-second penalty. His season has not got off to the best of start.
Same with Sloth, really. And
it's quite a few drivers just haven't hit the ground running.
5
Obviously,
laps to go then, and Denso it's really starting to slow down the increase on Chap. So I got a really good helicopter angle there.
Yeah, it is. Whether he's going to get it, I don't know the warning situation either, so whether one of these guys can push slightly harder than the other because one of them's on 2 warnings, one of them's on none, or 1, is another question as well, because that could go into effect quite massively.
Absolutely.
But it does look like Chapelele has this race under control at the moment. But obviously anything can happen in the rain of 4 laps.
4 seconds. It's gone up to 4.1 now, but it is pretty much about hovering about 4 seconds, just gone under it there. So, 4 laps, 4 seconds is realistically what we are looking at. Denso needs to gain more than just a couple of tenths each lap now, with only 4 laps remaining. Especially if he wants to, because it's one thing catching up with Chapelele, you've then got to overtake him, of course. I will start looking at the comments again, because it looks like we're starting to get some comments.
Yeah, Energetic saying, "Oh my gosh, what a race! This is real F1." And it is actually.
It is in terms of how spread out it is, but there is a battle.
We've got Damien closing up to the back of Chazza as well. He looks like he's going to be striking Chazza very, very soon, making quite short work of it, I would assume, because those soft compound tyres do look very nice on him. And I tell you what, he's driver of the day, isn't he? From the back of the grid to P6 at the moment, but it's going to be a net P7 if he can get through on Chazza. Surely
Damian has done a really good job. The only reason, obviously, he got knocked out in qualifying was no fault of his own. It was a Codemasters glitch.
He was actually in the top 4.
Yeah, he was like 4th in Q1, and then Yeah, he had to disconnect, and then his car disappeared, so he couldn't rejoin. So that shows how good
Energetic
he is.
saying he was around Sloth's pace. Sloth's actually not been off the pace. He's just had a lot of spins.
Yeah, this race he's just had a lot of spins and wing damage, etc. He got really unlucky with one of his wing damages as well, because he came around the corner and one of the cars in front of him had to brake, and
it's 3.5 seconds in 3 laps.
It's not looking enough unless Chapelele makes a mistake or Denzo can gain about 1.5 seconds in a lap. I don't think it's going to be enough.
Damien is... I'm very surprised he didn't try and put it down the inside there, but he's being patient.
Yeah. Well, he's got 3 laps to go. He doesn't have to risk losing it all.
He's got 3 laps to go, though, but he has got to push Liam outside another second or so.
True. But realistically, he doesn't need to get past Chazza because he's beating him on penalties.
Yeah, but if you want to keep your position on Liam, you do need to get past. So it's
well, you know what I mean. It's you look at it either way. It's a risk-reward scenario that's not completely clear, but he's going to have a really good run.
He's going to go for the move here, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got a brilliant run.
And that's going to be that move quite easily done.
Chazza is trying to fight it, and he's got a bit on the grass there, but Damiano has got past. He's currently P6. He now needs to pull away.
He's going to be wanting to push out.
Chazza's just got another penalty. That's not going to help him.
Tango's in the pits.
He's disconnected, that's why. That's his AI deciding to pit for him.
That's very, very unfortunate. Tango, the hard drive, man.
I think he's disconnected anyway, because he was ghosting there, but he's not ghosting anymore, so I'm not sure. He might not have disconnected. It might have just...
I'm just going to have a look.
Has he got wing damage?
No.
No, he's just changed from...
And he's changing onto softs.
We'll have to ask him at the end. But the gap now at the front is 2.9 seconds. 2 laps to go. It looks like it's going to be too much of an ask for Denzo, so maybe Chapelele did pick the right strategy. He gambled on the safety car, didn't he? But, of course, we haven't had one.
The safety car didn't happen. VSC did, and it seems to have paid off a little bit. But Chazza's not being dropped by Damien either.
Immortals just got out ahead of Tango from that pit stop. Tango has definitely disconnected.
Yeah, Tango. It's just so unfortunate for him. He has joined back now.
Yeah. That's really unfortunate. But he can still get points. Actually, no, can he? I don't know, because my Delta's gone.
Really.
My Delta's completely gone, so...
Yeah, it's gone, but he's, I'd say, about 3 or 4 seconds behind the likes of Knowlesy and Immortal. Tango is going to be going through on Immortal already. It just shows the pace. Well, he's on the softs as well.
Yeah, he's made it stick.
You know what, he can...
my Delta's starting to come out.
Knowlesy's hard's 20 laps old, and he's going to be on fresh softs, so he can do it. It's just going to be very tight.
Well, it looks like there's only going to be
2.5 seconds in 2 laps.
Yeah, it looks like there's only going to be one Mercedes on the podium, obviously, because... Well, it would have been anyway, but it's not going to be P's regardless because of penalties. There's quite a big gap between P's and Damiano, so he will keep P4 currently unless he gets another penalty. He's all over the back of Emerson at the moment, but obviously this is just for track position, not for the final thing. Denzo has got it down to 1.8. I think he's really starting to push.
Well, we've got Energetic saying it's basically an alpha sandwich. This race is.
Yeah, it's a really big alpha sandwich in terms of there's a lot of filling in it, but because you've got the big gap.
We're hungry today.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Big Mac. Denzo, as I said, is starting to put the pressure now, but it's 1.7 in.
Damien's actually got that 3-second gap as well to Liam now, so.
Yes, that will be P5.
Very well.
Good showing from the reserve, who's fared better than his mate Jesse. Unfortunately for Jesse, Rick, and Ole, they were all early crashes. And 2 of them I think were from contact from other drivers, and then 1 was just a mistake from Ole. Denzo's now got it to 1.2 on the final lap. He needs to get in within DRS. Must be pushing like crazy. Shap is on 16 lap old mediums. They're going to be starting to really scream at him. Actually saying that, Sloth's on 21 lap old mediums, so forget what I said. I mean, can't really complain when Sloth is on that much old. But I think he's going to have it. I think Chapelele is going to hang on at the moment. Denzo's not going to be in DRS, not at the moment anyway. For the next DRS activation point, which is just after Maggots and Beckett's.
Well, this is the last lap of the race.
Exactly, so I don't see it happening unless there is a mistake from Chapelele. He's got to go through Maggots and Beckett's one more time on those old mediums, so you never know. We're going to stay on board with the race leader as Denso chases him down. It's good to see it being this close for the first race of the season between these two. Hopefully it stays this close for the entire season as I get a beautiful helicopter shot, and he's managed to navigate that perfectly, Chapelele. He's actually gained about a tenth on Denso. We go from the final DRS straight now into what is surely going to be a Chapelele victory. Coming into the penultimate chicane of this Silverstone Grand Prix, the opening race of VIL and the opening race of VIL Division 1. Last year's runner-up, hoping to be champion this year. Well, he's going to take the championship lead because he wins in Britain. Denso comes home 1.5 seconds back. Emerson and Pease are so close together as they come across the line, but on penalties anyway. Emerson has it, and they finish third and fourth because the gap with Damiano is going to be too big. Damiano is going to come home in P5. He has the gap from Liam, yes, so really good effort from him. But Chazza, yeah, I've got to say that was a bit weird because it said Chaz originally leapfrogged him on penalties, which wouldn't make sense. Liam, yeah, does get 6th in the end. FTH comes across 8th. And what have we got here? We've got a scrap here for the final points positions between Nosy Gods and Tango. And is Tango... He's going to get literally drag race to the line, and Gods just keeps it. Tango narrowly misses out on points. That was an unbelievable drag race to the line between 9th, 10th and 11th. Immortal gets 13th in the end because of penalties. Dan Murphy 12th. Tango has gone all the way down to 14th because of... So, no, Gods gets points. Gods on his debut in Division 1. Obviously newly promoted, him and Mars. And they've got 10th and 11th, so really well done to them. And then rounding off the grid, we got Phil and Sloth. Did you see that drag race at the end between the 9th, 10th and 11th?
No, I was inviting the drivers to the interviews.
As a result of that,
afterwards.
Gods has managed to keep his points position. Tango was side by side with him, pretty much going on the line, but in the end he hangs on to that final points position, so really well done for Gods.
Liam said it's his best result in VIL since his debut last season.
Well, he's got P6 and it was a very good showing from Liam. Could have been P5, but obviously Damian managed to pull away. So yeah, really good. Some really good showings, you know, and we will see. Unfair added time to Tango Energetics. Well, if that is the case, it will get looked at. Either way, he's got 11th. If that does get removed, currently he's got 14th, though, because of that random time penalty. Yeah, he's raging about that in chat, understandably. Is that everyone in? I saw Chapelele join.
Yeah, Denso doesn't have a mic.
Denso doesn't have a mic. So, we will start then with Emerson P3. Obviously, you and P's were neck and neck the whole race, just sort of switching. I'm guessing that was to do with strategy, you know, try and tow each other along more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty boring race, to be honest. We were just trying out different strategies to see what we could do. I mean, yeah, I tried undercutting Denso by pitting Pease a lap earlier to see if he could miraculously make up 3 seconds in a lap, but obviously that's just not going to happen. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the other two are bloody quick around here. There was just nothing we could have done, so we were just trying to sling slot each other along, but it didn't really work, so we just kind of, yeah, just sat with each other, and we did have a little bit of a battle on the last lap, but we both had nothing left in the tank.
Yeah, well, I mean, either way as well, obviously P's had penalties as usual, so you obviously were going to get P3 regardless, even if it wouldn't be on track. In terms of obviously first race of the season, do you think that's sort of the best you could have expected, or were you maybe hoping for something more at Silverstone?
Well, I knew that both of them were in the chat earlier on about how quick their qualifying times were around here, and I'm pretty sure that I knew mine wasn't that good. So, I mean, P3, yeah, I still take it, because good for the constructors with both me and P's, and fastest lap I think I got as well, which I was trying to aim for by the DRS is just ridiculously overpowered around here, so I used it on that lap, and I said to P's, I was like, I need you to go quick down the straight so I can stick in that DRS and make up for the dirty air in the middle sector, and it worked, so yeah. Yep,
and in terms of the championship this season, do you think realistically it's just going to be constructors for UMPs, or do you think you can maybe get in the championship fight? Obviously, it's only 14 races.
Sorry. No, I think we can definitely get in there in the championship fight and maybe make it a bit more difficult for them, because I think I've beaten both a couple of times before in this league and another league. Yeah, it's definitely capable, but it's going to be difficult over the course of the season because they're both very, very consistent. But yeah, it should be quite good with the shorter calendar.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, well done on obviously the P3 and the P4 for Ps. And yeah, good luck next week.
Thank you.
So, Shap, you've got the win. Obviously, you didn't get pole position. Were you a bit frustrated by that? Because obviously you were saying you could do a 23.5, and in the end, I think it was a 23.8. And Denzo got pole with a 23.7. Were you a bit disappointed with the pole, with the quali anyway?
Yeah, it was a 0.7. Yeah, I just bottled sector 1 and 3. I was like half a time for sector 1, half a time sector 3, half a time sector 2. Yeah. So that was fucking great. But I knew I would get him at the start because he had mediums. So yeah.
Yeah, and with the race, obviously, you picked the strategy mainly because of the safety car, because you've been screwed over by the safety car so many times. But there was no safety car. Were you sort of worried that the curse had come the other way round, or were you confident that in the end you had the gap with Denzo to manage it?
No, I was just worried about the safety car lap 15 or something, so they could pit on softs. But other than that, I knew I had the gap. I did a good job on the softs. So, and then I basically did no mistake on the medium runs. It only felt a bit weird at the start, but other than that, I got one warning. Went for the fastest lap at the end. That's why Denzo caught up so much, but yeah, just wasn't it.
Yeah, so in the end, obviously, a good start to the season for you, good win. In terms of the championship, obviously, it's a bit easier for you this year because you're not joining about with halfway in, so you've given yourself more of a chance. It's obviously not going to be a walk in the park with Denzo, but good way to start it. You confident for next week's race, or is it a track that you're not too fond of?
What track is it?
I actually asked that hoping you'd know, because I don't know off by heart. Hang on, I will check.
You two are useless. It's
you know what?
Abu.
You're there as well. That's Abu Dhabi.
Meh. No, I think Denzo will beat me there, but maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Anything
Well,
can
hopefully
happen.
we'll have Blaze next week as well. Not sure where he was, but
Yeah. But either way, congratulations on the win. Good start, and you are leading the championship. I think for the first time since you've been in VIL, because obviously you were chasing the whole time last season when you joined halfway through. So, yeah, congratulations, and I'm sure you'll be happy to see the standings come out. So that concludes.
The highlight video.
Yeah. Well, the video as well, by the way, should be coming out tomorrow. Obviously, that's on my control, but we have added a few more things in there, which I think should be better. Yeah, hopefully it's worth the wait anyway. But we know you have very high standards, as you do with your racing. But yeah, that concludes the opening race of VIL Division 1, the third season now of VIL, and Chapelele wins the opening race. Obviously, you also saw Denzo get second and Emerson on the podium. And next week is Abu Dhabi, so we will see you there. Thank you very much for tuning in, and goodbye.